In this video, you'll learn how to fix the Cloudflare redirect loop issue, often called the infinite redirect or too many redirects error. This is a really common problem when you're using Cloudflare in front of a hosting provider that forces HTTPS. And the good news is it's usually very quick to fix once you know where to look. First, make sure you're logged into your Cloudflare account and you're on the Cloudflare dashboard for the website that's having the problem. If you manage multiple domains, double check that you've selected the correct one in the top left area of the Cloudflare interface. This is important because the setting we're about to change is applied per website, not to your entire account. Once you're on the right site, look at the navigation bar near the top of the page and click on the tab labeled SSL TLS. This is where Cloudflare controls how it handles encryption between your visitors, Cloudflare, and your web server. When you click into SSL TLS, you'll land on the Overview section by default. If not, select Overview from the menu on the left so you can see your current encryption mode. Here, you'll see a setting called SSL TLS Encryption Mode. It will typically be set to one of a few options such as Off, Flexible, Full, or Full, Strict. If you're experiencing a redirect loop and your site is using HTTPS at the origin server, the most common cause is that this mode is set to flexible. In flexible mode, Cloudflare serves your site to visitors over HTTPS, but it connects to your actual server over plain HTTP. That's where the loop can start. If your hosting provider or your application itself is configured to always force HTTPS, it sees Cloudflare coming in over HTTP and responds with a redirect that says, please come back over HTTPS. Cloudflare then obeys that redirect, but because it's still using flexible mode, it keeps trying HTTP to the server. The server keeps forcing HTTPS, and you get stuck in an endless cycle of redirects. To break this loop, you want Cloudflare to talk to your server over HTTPS right from the start. That's what the full strict mode does. So in the SSL TLS overview section, click on the drop-down or radio button for the encryption mode and change it from flexible to full strict. Full strict means Cloudflare will only connect to your server using HTTPS and will also require a valid SSL certificate on your server. Ideally, your hosting provider has already issued a certificate for your domain, for example, through a free service like Let's Encrypt. If you're not sure whether your server has a valid certificate, you can ask your host or quickly try visiting your site directly via its server URL or IP with HTTPS to confirm. After you switch to full strict, give Cloudflare a moment to apply the change. Then open a new browser tab or window, clear your cache if needed, and try loading your website again using HTTPS in the address bar. In most cases, the redirect loop will be gone and your site will load normally over HTTPS. That's all you need to do. By changing the encryption mode from flexible to full strict, you're telling Cloudflare to use HTTPS end-to-end, which stops the conflicting redirects and keeps your site secure at the same time.